nobody could tell me I'm not with my way and go, yeah. I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO. That's how I be happy. Just for all my not a band. For my ladies on stage, they clapping. Transaction, cause your mama need a mansion. Get crackin', put them in the. Can't forget the yellow brother in. Shed so many tears, lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that. Label tryna give me feedback, tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince. Drop big fish, cuz been weeks since. Damn. Tell me how you really feel. Yeah. All I wanted was a couple mil. Make the city proud. Put it down for them. Come and tear it down. What are you about? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian. Crash landing. In them dirty apartments. Stay shy. I'll forever be the hardest. Big time. Like New Orleans. Real shine. Like Magnolia. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Huh? Where they at? Money growing on trees, hanging on palms, spilling, code 304, she don't want a 16, renegade on the make it, buy a trees, no love, I'm asleep with my Porsche 911, slide through the section.
The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A former Oklahoma State Cowboy, it's Chuba Hubbard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. Right back to Hubbard. And he's got some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You look at this Niner defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda now. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They begin on the ground with Guerrero. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. The Niners sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. And you look at the Saints' defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This defense for the Saints, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
2nd and 10. They'll try the middle with Guerrero. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down the line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Flush to his right. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Ricky Pearsall, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good start. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
From the gun on 3rd down, Blackwell. He's got his target. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here, maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery, a new city, maybe different motivation, but they believe they've got a good one.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Blackwell. That is caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Blackwell. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. That's so frustrating for an offense, especially on the road. You put together a great drive, but in the end, you come away with nothing.
And it kind of silenced the crowd a little, too. But few things wake them up quite like a missed field goal. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Ricky Pearsall with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A throw left side for Pearson is complete. Now he's into the clear again. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Back to throw again. A short throw here to Latu. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Handoff here, Guerrero. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's into the hands of Pearson on the right side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 14 yards that time for number 14. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Looking to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Slot man moves right. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Checks this down to Hubbard. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This now a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Blackwell. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a 17-0 lead in tow, they might not be too eager to press the issue here. That's caught. It's a rookie from Alabama. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Torres. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On the give, it's Garindo. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they can't bring him down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. A short throw here to Latu. Into space at the 45. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route. Just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That's complete to Pearsall. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Pass caught by Pearsall. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
3rd and 2. A handoff off, running right, Garindo.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Jake Moody now on for the field goal.
And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Second down and a yard.
The slot man in motion right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Blackwell.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Now a 3rd and 6.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Torres. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Now a 2nd and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll look to throw again. And he holds it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Ricky Pearsall.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Niners are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Going for the deep ball.
Down to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter.
This is 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. The Niners on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 42 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Back to throw. Blackwell being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Blackwell. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That is caught. Downfield is Pearsall. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that went to the right side and incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage to try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Torres. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Moody good with the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
On the ground, here's Garindo.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Escaping the pressure right. Toward the pylon, caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Yeah, this will wind up a Saints 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Marcus Jones there for the tackle. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done now. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the 49ers, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road.